Welcome back, my year 5 students. Miss Shiva, your math teacher. Okay, so as I promised you, I'm going to go over the practice questions and we're gonna solve it together. Just before that, I want to go a very quick review of what we just talked about in the last video, and then right after we're going to do the practice questions. Okay, so we talked about isosceles triangle, which the two sides are equal and as well as the two angles. Then what we talked about is equilateral triangle. And one of the practices that we had is find the unknown angle, measures, then circle the isosceles triangle. So number A, I did not write the angles, so we can do it together. This one here we have 56 degrees, 62 degrees. We don't know this angle. And then for part B, 35, 31, and this is B. Okay, so we know an isosceles angle triangle, two sides are equal as well as the two angles. So in this case, A has to be either 56 or 62. Otherwise, it's not an isosceles triangle. Okay, so what we can do, first we do 62 degrees plus 62 plus 56 degrees will be 118 degrees. And then we say 180, which is the total number when we add all the angles together. We minus it 2 with 118. So 180 minus 118, we get 62 degrees. Okay, 62. So angle A is 62 degrees. Okay, so two angles are the same, A and this angle, both 62 degrees. Okay, let's do B. We have 35 and we have 31. So we say 35 degrees plus 31 degrees plus 35. Which is 66. Then we say 180 minus 66, which is 114. So angle B is 114. So in B, one angle is 31 degrees, another one 35, the third 114. But in A, we have two angles that are 62. So which one would be the isosceles triangle? A. So A is the correct answer. Next question. Find the unknown angle measures, then circle the isosceles triangle. Same idea, same question, different triangle. So this one is 43 degrees, 94 degrees. The C is not given. And for B, I'm just gonna punch in the angles that is given in the question. So we can do the same thing. We say 94 degrees plus 43. Hopefully you did the same thing. If you're not, you can erase it and just follow with me. 137 degrees, and we say 180 minus 137 degrees, which is equal to 43 degrees. Okay, so we had one angle which was 43 degrees. We found another angle which is angle C is 43 degrees. Okay, but just to make sure, maybe both of them are isosceles triangle, so we have to do the second one as well. 72 plus 51, and the answer, you minus it with 180. So 72 plus 51, which you get 123, 180 minus 123, you get 57. Do we have any 57 degrees angle? No, we don't. First one is 51 degrees. The second one is 72. And the third one, which is angle B, we got 57 degrees. So which one is an isosceles triangle? Again, A. Okay. Hopefully you got the same answer. If not, pause the video and watch it again. The next thing that we were talking and we learned is identifying equilateral triangle. Well, we learned the three sides has to be equal and the angles inside is equal and they're all 60 degrees. 60, 60, 60. Okay? In an equilateral triangle, each angle measures 60. It cannot be less or higher than 60. Try it. 180 divided by 3, 60. Because all the angles are the same. So the first practice question, find the unknown angle measures in circle equilateral triangle. So right away I know it's not A. How do I know? I don't need to calculate. I don't need to do anything. I know because it's 50. If the angles in a triangle have to be, the only way they can be equal is 60 degrees. And this one is 50. Then it's not. Then right away I know it's B because one of the angles is 60. The second angle is 60. The third angle must be 60. So see, without any calculation, I can tell right away which one is an equilateral triangle. So it's B. Done. You don't need to do anything else. As soon as you see 50 on A, then it's done. Because the question is asking then circle the equilateral triangle. But just to do a practice, I'm just going to do 180 minus 50, and then you do the rest, okay, if you want to. Second question, find the unknown angle measures and circle the equilateral triangle. Okay, right away I know which one that is, A, because one of the angles are 60, and it says the two sides, these two sides are equal. But the second one, B, I have 90 degrees here, I have 40 degrees here. So I go 90 degrees plus 40, 130, 180 minus 130. What triangle is this, B? What triangle is that? We learned it from the last lesson. Right triangle. Right angle, because there's one right angle I see. Right angle, I'm going to write it down. Right angle triangle. That's a right angle triangle. Which one is this one? These two sides are the same. So 180, what's 180 minus 60? Equals 120. Okay? And their 120 will be these two. Divided by 2, 60. I didn't need to do the calculation. I just could tell by just looking at it. Okay. This one might be a bit complicated, so I'm gonna make a little bit more focus and make spend a little more time on that. If you're following me on the same book as page 107, finding unknown angle measures in isosceles and equilateral triangles. So what we learned in the past, that we have the when we have the angle DFG, for example, is 108, is the same as FDE and FED. Okay? So let's do the practices together. Practice number 6. These figures are not drawn to scale. Find the unknown angle measure. So we have one angle 76, another angle is A. But what else do we know about this? We know this side is equal to this side. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to give A, B, C, so it's easier to explain for you. So we have ABC. Find the unknown angle measure. So we want to find angle A. So this is an isosceles triangle. So I know if this is 76, this one has to be 76. How do I know? Because it's shown in the figure that these two sides are the same. So if this is 76, this one is 76. And it's 76 degrees. So we say 76 degrees plus 76 degrees will be 152 degrees. And the total number is 180 minus 150. 180 minus 152. 28. That's it. Hopefully you got the same thing. What about B? B looks a bit complicated. So DCA is a line segment, as I talked to you about that. What else do we know? One angle is 53. B, we don't know. We're trying to find. One rule that we learned in the last lesson, in my last video, that was very, very important, is that when we have exterior angle is equal to the two angles inside the triangle. So B, I'm going to write it down, angle B is equal to make sure which B I'm talking about, not the capital B, angle B, not the point B. Angle B is equal to 53 plus, I'm going to call this angle X, plus X. Okay? So this is one thing I know from the last lesson. So knowing that, we know this one is 53. We know these two are the same. So this is an isosceles triangle. So if this one is 53, this one is also 53, as we just learned in this lesson. And then if these two are 53, so if we say 53 plus 53 equals to 106, so 53 plus 53, 106. And then we say 180 minus 106, we get 74. Okay, so angle X, or just X, is also 74. We didn't need that. I just wanted to find it for you. But how do we find angle B? Either we say 53 plus 74, which is 127. That's one way. The second way, we can also say DCA is a line segment. So we know when we have a line, the total number will be, it will be 180 degrees. So partially, the angle C inside is 53. So all we need to do is say 180 minus 53. 180 minus 53 equals to 127 degrees. So we both got the same answer. Whichever you think is easier for you, you can follow. So again, we know this angle from here to here is 180 degrees, right? And then we minus it by 53 on the second way, and we get 127 degrees. That's how we find angle B. Once you know so many rules, then you can choose whichever you're more comfortable with. Then it doesn't matter which one you choose. Number 2, find the unknown angle measures. I'm gonna put the labels for you. Choose this color. This is G, H, angle C, F, E. You have to pay attention to the symbols and then the stuff that is given in the question. This means the angles. The angles in this triangle and the sides are equal. So what type of triangle do we deal with right now? Equilateral triangle. So all the angles in sides are also the same. And how much can it be? 60 degrees. So right away I know 60, 60, 60. It's not given in the question, but because I learned in the lesson that all the angles are equal, then all of them has to be 60 degrees. And then I know from the last video, angle C equals to the two opposite angles inside the triangle, so 60 degrees plus 60. So how much did you get? 120 degrees. So angle C is 120. That's the first way. Second way, let's say I don't remember that rule. I just remember the rule that the total amount degree from here to here is 180, and I know this one is 60. So the second way, or you just want to check your answer, that's okay as well. You say 180 degrees. You say 180 degrees minus 60. You must get 120. If in either way you got a different answer, that means you did something wrong, okay? So also we got 120. So angle C equals to 120 degrees. Okay, perfect. I think we're doing very well. Part B. The figure is shown. We have this here, M, B, L, K here. This angle is 42 degrees. J. Here, these two sides are equal, and we have I here. Let's see what the question says. LKJ and MKI are line segments. True. So we don't see one line segment, we see two. That's okay, that's fine. Let's see how we can solve it. So this is 42. These two sides are the same. So if this is 42, we say 180. So I know I'm going to choose a different color. I know these two angles are the same. True, because these two sides are the same. And this is the isosceles triangle. And in that triangle, the two sides are the same and the two angles on this side are the same. So all I need to do is say 180 minus 180 minus 42, which I get 138 degrees. So 138 degrees are the total of the two angles. And then because these two angles are the same, I'm just going to say 138 degrees divided by 2 equals to 69. So this is 69. This is also 69. Another rule that applies in this question, vertically opposite angles. That's another rule that we have to remember. You see these lines here and here. That means this angle is equal to this angle. So angle B. See what happens when we know all the rules? Then you can do it much faster and much simpler and no confusion. So angle B equals to 69 degrees. Oh, that was fast. It looked complicated, but it wasn't very hard. It wasn't difficult. Is that what they were asking? Yeah, they were asking for, oh, except in the book, this one is angle D, not B. That's fine. I'm just going to change it here for you to avoid any confusion. So angle D is 69 degrees. Looks correct to me. If you have other way to solve this or you solve it different way, let me know and make a comment. Number C, OPQ is a line segment. Let's label what we have. And this is 12 degrees. This side, this side, this side are equal. Q, P, E, and this is O. So it says OPQ. OPQ is a line segment. So from here to here. Okay, that's fine. And then these lines shows that it's the equilateral triangle, which means inside the angles must be the same as well, which is equal to 60 degrees. Okay. And then if these are 60, 60, and then here you see this line, and I know from here to here is 180 degrees because it's a line segment, right? So I can say 180. So we can say 180 minus 60 is 120 degrees. I'm going to write it with a different color. So this is, I'm going to erase this part, but it was just for your information. This part is 120 degrees. But you see how outside of it kind of made a triangle as well. So we have 120 here, we have 12 degrees here, and we're just missing the angle E. So this itself, it's a triangle, isn't it? So the same rules for triangle applies to that. So we say 12 degrees plus 120 degrees, which is 132 degrees, and the total amount, the total number for the angles is 180 minus 180 minus 132 degrees, which we get 48 degrees. So this is 48 degrees. How do we check if I did it correctly? So for checking, let's see, I'm kind of unsure. So I'm going to say 48 plus 120 degrees plus 12 degrees. So let's do a quick addition. 48 plus 120 plus 12. It's 180. So it's correct. Angle E is 48. Again, let me know if you got maybe different answer, or you did it differently, or you believe another way might work faster or work for you. Okay, the last practice question I'm going to do is on page 109, part D. RTU is a line segment. So this one also looks a bit complicated. So I need to use some different colors for you. F. This one is 25 degrees. 29. This part is equal to that part. So the two sides are equal. That means it's an isosceles triangle. This is T. This is R. Yeah, I'm not missing anything. And what angle is missing for us is angle F. So if whatever angle F is, I'm going to call this X. Whatever F is, X is also the same. Okay, I like these complicated ones. Looks complicated, and it's like a puzzle. You have to put things together and then solve it. We have 29, 25. We know RTU is a line segment. So what does it mean? From here to here is, don't let it confuse you, is 180. I show it with the color. So we say 29 degrees plus 29 plus 25 equals to 54. Then 180 degrees. 180 minus 54. You get 126. So this angle is 126. I know F and X are the same. So again, I know the total angles inside my triangles is 180. So I say 180 degrees. 180 minus 126 is 54 degrees. And 54 degrees divided by 2 equals to 27. That's the first way. I'm just gonna tell you quickly the second and the fastest way with color pink. So you know how we got from here to here, how much did we get? 25 plus 29, we got 54. And from the rule before we learned, the exterior angle is equal to F and X, right? 50. So right away we could say F plus X is 54, and then you could just divide it by 2. That would be your second way and fastest way. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe so you can always watch my videos. If you liked it, put a like. If you have any comments, comment below. Thank you for watching again. Hope you find it useful. See you soon.